Hello everyone, this is part 3 of ICC Champions Trophy cricket analysis. In part 1, we created this simple dashboard of ICC Champions Trophy cricket matches from 1998 to 2017. Then we created another part where we updated the data set and so that it can show values from 2000, from 1998 to 2025, the recent Champions Trophy, and now we have created this ICC Champions Trophy analysis where we can select team 1 and team 2 and see their neck to neck performances. And here you can see obviously it is showing different values when you will select team 1 and team 2. So when in the data set team 1 is given as something and team 2 is given as something, when you will select that, it will show performance like this. If you just want to see for one team, you can clear the second filter and you can see the performance of one team. So you can just keep this and see the performance here only. If you want to see neck to neck, you can select from here. So you have different cases, and this is a sample tutorial that we have created, and it will require a lot of DAX queries. So we will provide those DAX queries as well. Hello everyone. Welcome once again to ICC Champions Trophy Cricket Analysis 98 to 25. I created a, you can say, a sequence of part 1 where I updated the data set. Earlier the data set was from 98 to 2017. So in the earlier video I explained how we can download the updated data set because the recent Champions Trophy was held and it was won by India. So obviously number of matches and all the details will be changed here. And after updating that, now we will focus on creating another dashboard. And the purpose of this dashboard will be to see neck to neck analysis of doing neck to neck analysis of different teams. So what we have done here is we have created two slicers here. So this is the first slicer in which we have selected team 1 name from the matches table. So if you haven't watched the first part of this, I will suggest you to watch the first part because then you will understand most of the measures and calculated values that we have created here. If you have watched that and you are coming, then let's continue with that. So here in the first slicer we have selected team 1 name. In second slicer we have selected team 2 name. So let's say, and here the interesting thing is in our data set values are given like this. You can see team 1 batting ranking, team 2 average batting ranking, team 1 bowling ranking, and team 2 bowling ranking. So what we are going to do is, so here for example we have average batting ranking. Okay, so what we have selected is average batting ranking. In another card that we have created, we have selected sum of team 1 average bowling ranking. So we will select average of team 1 bowling ranking. So this will give us an indication of how good is the batting or bowling of this team 1. Okay, so this is average batting ranking and of team 1. So what we are going to do, we will create two groups here. So let's drag it down here, and we will create two separate groups, one for team 1 and another for team 2. For that I will go to insert tab, from where I will drag a shape here. Since everything is perfectly rectangular, I will take a rectangular shape. Sometimes I prefer circular or rounded shape, but it's okay. So this is the shape that we have selected. In the shape we will go to style and we will choose a different color, let's say this color, and you can see everything behind it is now hidden. So what you have to do is you have to go to the format part and send it to back. Now everything will pop up, right? So you can see This is batting ranking and this is bowling ranking. So now we don't have to write like average of team one. So we can simply write bowling ranking or average bowling ranking. Okay. So this is average bowling ranking. So this is for team one and this is created. Okay. Whatever else we want to do, like we want to put like team one's total champions trophy played or participated and total won. This is something that we also used here. But since we are doing team by team comparison, so we will create two more, you know, values here, two more, we will drag two more visuals here and we will align them so that they are properly aligned. You can take help of the grid lines and you can see it's perfectly aligned. Here we will bring team 1 total CT participated, total champions trophy participated. So this is showing team 1 total CT participated. Something looks weird, but let me confirm that. So what you can see here, it is showing team 1 total CTs participated is 0 when they participated in the first uh, tournament. Okay, and you can say India elected to bat first. Winner was West Indies. At that time, maybe it was knockout tournament, so that's why this was the first tournament for India. Then the other one was one where they played two matches. So first match was with South Africa. Winner was India. The second match, New Zealand defeated us. So we played two matches here, then played three matches in the next one in other, and now in the eighth one, you can see India with Pakistan won, India with New Zealand won, India with New Zealand won. So as team one, we have played this, and obviously if I go and apply a filter, so we will select all here, click OK. And as team 2, we will see other matches. Maybe that can be other case. So we have to visualize both cases here. So here you can see, and in the first ODI, in the first match, you can see, yeah, as team 2, we have participated. So this is 0, 1, and so on. You can see other matches here with 8. So basically, there are total. So I asked ChatGPT how many Champions Trophy India played just to confirm. It gave me an older data. I said don't give updated data. So it has said India participated in all 9 editions. So basically from 98 to 2025 that we can see here. Okay, you can see 98 to 2025. And since they have started the numbering from 0, so what first of all what we can select here is maximum, right, which will tell us 8, but this would have been true if we had data from 98 to 2017. So now how do we print 9 here? So something quickly that is coming to mind is I will create a new measure and I will say team 1 CTs played. I will call it CM, calculated measure, team 1 CTs played. I will write maximum of. So here you can see we can select a column or a scalar. So let's select a column. So matches team 1 total CT participated. So whatever is the maximum value here and plus 1. Let's see if we will get the desired output here. And here we will bring this. So this is 9 and we will rename for this as CTs played. Champions Trophy played. Okay, this is there. And next is how many cities have they won. And before doing that, let's select for other teams, like let's say for Afghanistan they have played one. So you can see Afghanistan made their debut appearance, so it is good. Now at least we can see this. So here you can see it is given as team 2 total cities 1, team 1 total cities 1. And what I guess is here also it is starting from 0 because the first edition team would not have won anything. So let's select first as team 1. Let's select India here and focus on column that says team 1 total cities 1. You can see 0. Now they won 1, then they won second. So when India is selected as team 1, they have won. We can see maximum 2 here. Okay. Now let's see, because this is a weird data set like given like that. And when we will select India as team 2, because the data value is given like this, which is also interesting because we have to do a lot of calculations. So this is team 2 cities 1, and here also you can see 1 and 2 is given. So what we know is that India have won 3 champions trophies. In one they were joint winners with Sri Lanka, then one against England, maybe in England, and then this year. So here on Wikipedia we have the data. Now we will be able to see. So here now you can see here it would have been given like 0, 1 and 2. But let's count for Australia because Australia have won in 2006 and 2009. So let's see what numbers are given in the data set for Australia. Next, select the next stream. So we will first of all clear the filters from here. Select all and clear all the filters. Okay, now we will select Australia here. And this type of analysis is first needed to see a lot of things. So you can see Australia has also played a lot of matches. 128 rows are there. Team 1 cities 1, and for them also it is given like 0, 1 and 2. So and when Australia is selected as team 2, then also the maximum value is 1. So here if we are selecting maximum, that is good, but here also it is given as 2. Now what we know from here is Sri Lanka has won one time as a joint winner. It was raining at that time, so they were joint winners. So let's do one more time Sri Lanka and see whether we have some mistake in the data or how we have to process it. So total cities won, it is given 1. So they have mentioned 1 here, right? And here also let's select as Sri Lanka as team 2. So they have. So as you can see in the data set, okay, I have figured out why is it not appearing as 3. This is season 1, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches. And here you will see team 1 won as 0, team 2 won as 0, right? So in season 1, they are not writing 1 here, but they are writing 1 here, right? So because here you can see team 2 city 1 is written, and in this cell team 2 is South Africa, which is clear from here, right? 98 South Africa. So for India it is not coming as 3 wins, although they have won 3 tournaments, because when this user will update the records for next Champions Trophy, then it will write 3 there, then he or she will write 3 there, right? So now we have two choices, like if selected value from team 1 is India, we can manually write that like from our own knowledge, or what we can do in the data set itself, we can create a calculated column, right? We can create another column here. So manually, like that will be part of data collection, that we can write season winner or tournament winner. Okay, so in that tournament winner we can write a particular name. Okay, so and then we can count, since India and Sri Lanka both won in that tournament in one of them, so we can write both names there. Or what I am doing, I have copied the simple name here, and this will be year and this will be team 1. Okay, what I have done, since in 2002 both India and Sri Lanka won. Okay, that's what is given here. So I have just written India and Sri Lanka two times here. So because I just want to count, how many times name of a team is appearing, and then we can verify. So played, we can already see from there. One is something that we can get from here. So now let's save this table. I have saved it as year 1 city. Now what I am going to do, I will add another Excel workbook here. So this data set is obviously not global wastage. Samples trophy year 1 city Excel file, and we will bring it here. Okay, we will bring it as sheet 1 and we will simply load it. Now it is appearing as sheet here. Okay, and since we have this team 1 team 2 thing here, so we were, if you remember from part 1, we were using the concept of selected value. So selected value from team. So after trying different things, you can see I was able to create that. So what I have done is, as I told you, I have simply created a table, added it, and in the table there were some spaces there. In the name there were some leading and trailing white spaces, so I just removed them. Now we have the clean data set. So what we have done is we have first created a simple variable here in our DAX. So in ER1, right click, create a new measure. Name it as one as team1 just for reference. And we are selecting where selected team is equal to selected value matches team1. Okay. So this selected value matches team1. What it means is that this is representing this particular slicer here. So whenever we'll select team1 from it, it will give that value in selected team, that name. Like it will become Kenya, Netherlands. They have not won the matches. New Zealand has won one time. If we'll select Australia, two times, right? So this will select them, and then it will return calculate count rows. So in calculate, first you have to write the expression. Like you are simply counting how many rows are there, right, in this table. In how many rows is that team's name appearing which we have selected as our team1, right? So that is it. Like Bangladesh 0, Pakistan 1 time, South Africa 1 time, England 0. So it is appearing as a blank, although I will see if it is appearing as a blank, you can write 0, but 1 as team 1 blank is also saying the same thing. So we will figure that out later. So this is 1 as team1. So what we are going to simply name it, we are going to call it cities 1, right? How many cities has this team won when we have selected it? And you can see when we are selecting Pakistan here, so you can see average batting and ranking are changing. Cities played are changing, but this cities won is not changing because this is total number. This will be same, right? Because it's not like this team played against this team in a tournament, so this will always be there. And similarly, if you want to fix this, like here we are using cities played, and this is calculated measure. We have selected maximum of team total cities participated plus 1, so you can write accordingly. So what it is basically showing is in how many cities was team 1 mentioned as India and team 2 mentioned as Australia. So we can clear the filters here, clear the filter here, and select Australia and then India. So you will see in the opposite case. So this is something which will show 9 for all teams which have played 9 matches. For teams who have played less number of matches, you can see like this. So, and we will see later how to fix this. So, and here you can see the cities won. So this is team 1's performance and number of matches played, etc. Whatever else you want to bring for team 1 here, like uh, you know number of wins, etc. So you can bring that as well. So for example, here it is given to team 1 total CTs won, but here you also see winner. Okay, so this is winner of every match. So what we will do, we will try to replicate this thing over here and apply the simple filter. So we will write new measure here, and we will write matches won equal to, and this is matches won, this is cities won, one as team 1, this is matches won team 1. Okay, we can write for team 1 here. So we will select as where selected value will be the same thing, team 1. We'll return count rows, and but this time we will use matches in count rows, right? We will not use the entire data set. We will write matches in count rows, and we will say that in matches we have the column as winner. Okay, this is winner. So in matches we have winner and will be selected team. So we are just counting that. So let's drag this, and this will be matches won when this team was listed as match 1, and we are not selecting any other team. So we will drag the matches won as team 1, and if you want to calculate total matches as we did in previous case, so we did matches won as team 1. Okay, this is something that we did with other method. So you can see that as well. Like here you can see calculate count of matches where matches 1 team 1 is selected value, right? So this is matches as team 1, not won as team 1. But this time we are writing matches won as team 1. What you can do, you can create matches won as team 1, matches won as team 2, and you can also show total matches won. So that is something that you can do, because many students were asking what else can be done. So there are things you can add. And now let's add matches won as team 1. So you can see matches won as team 1 12. If we select for India, matches won as team 1 15. So in the previous example we did wins as a team because we used another, you know we used another filter here. So like in the filter we use another table's name here where we had all the names, but here we are doing team 1 and team 2 analysis. So this will be matches won as team 1. Similarly, if you just want to display a text, you know a text which displays this team name, so we can use a card here. Okay, and we can place a card over here, and we can say that this is a selected team. So first of all, in this card we will drag the name of team 1 because we are using it as a filter, right? So team 1 name. So to bring team 1 name, we have team 1 here. So this will show team 1 name here. If you want to disable its background, so you can go here in effects and disable the background, right? It will select the name. If you want to display the name in a different color, you can select that. But whatever team you will select, it will show you that we are showing data for this team. Okay, so this is very important here. And next we have margins also, player of the matches also. So this is something that we can show in some other part, and maybe in the first part you can see player of the match count we have already shown there. Now we are talking about team 1 team 2. So we have team 1 batting ranking, bowling ranking, which we have already showed there. Total cities participated 1, which we have already showed there. And then we have team 1 win to loss ratio over team 2. Okay, so here we will simply drag this, and we will select team 1 win to loss ratio over team 2. Okay, so earlier if you remember we calculated win percentage also, wins as team and total matches by team. So but here we have other thing because we are considering neck to neck. So this is team 1 win to loss over team 2. So we will simply drag team 1 win to loss over team 2. Right now you have to select team 2, then you will be able to see this, and here we can select average value. So what is the average of team 1 win to loss over team 2? Here if you will select, so this is showing you the ratio which you can see here, right? Sometimes it is 1.22, sometimes it is 0.619. So you will be able to see overall. Now as we have created for team 1, we can copy this entire element here, and if you want you can go to format section and group them. After grouping them you can easily copy them and paste them here. So, and with the help of grouping them we can also resize them easily. So all of them will be resized properly. So we just want to make some space here, and since we have grouped them here, now what we can do, we can simply use team 2 here. So now let's select them one by one. So here I will click and ungroup it because I had to copy. Now I will ungroup it. Now I will have the element. So this is first team 1. So from here we will select team 2. All we have to do is wherever we have team 1 we will select team 2 here. So you will see, for example, India and West Indies neck to neck, what is their performance. Now here also average batting ranking of team 1 is selected. So team 2 average batting ranking will be selected, and we will rename it as average batting ranking, right? Similarly here also is average bowling ranking, so we will choose team 2 average bowling ranking, and we will rename it here. So I am just going to pause the video and I will change all of them one by one. Now one more important thing is this is won as team 1, right? So here we selected team 1. Now we have to create a copy of it. So we will go to modeling tab, new measure, and the important thing is we have to create this new measure in this particular table. So this will be won as team 2. Here we will only select team 2. Matches team 2 will be the selected value, and we have to count from same, right? And here we just have to replace 1 as team 2. Now we will also select this. This is CM, count of matches team 1 cities played. So we created with the help of this particular logic. We will go to modeling tab. Here you can see I have just replaced team 2 everywhere, and here we will replace it with team 2, and here also matches won team 1. So matches won as team 1 was calculated with this logic. We will go to modeling, new measure, matches won as team 2. Here selected team 2, and we will click OK, and here we will write matches won as team 2. Okay. Here it is average win-loss ratio team 1. So here we will simply bring the average win-loss ratio. This will be same. So actually this is team 1 win-loss ratio. So since team 1 win-loss ratio over team 2 is given, if we will simply divide it by 1, we will get team 2 win-loss ratio. So now we will create a calculated column here. So we will go to the table, modeling, new column, and here we will create this team 2 win-loss ratio. So if not is blank, matches team 1 win-loss ratio over team 2. So if this value is not blank and matches team 1 win-loss ratio is not equal to 0. Okay. So if it is not blank and it is not 0, then we are simply dividing it by 1, and we are giving blank as output if suppose it is given as 0 to avoid errors. So we will create this. I will provide all these formulas, and here we have team 1 win-loss ratio over team 2. So we will simply replace this with team 2 win-loss ratio. So here in team 2 win-loss ratio we will select average value. So this is the average value. So this way you can select team 1, you can select any other team, and you can see their performance, or you can select team 2, see their performance, and or you can see neck to neck like here and here. So this is a simple concept here. uh, you can see different examples here. So for example, when I selected India Australia in this combination, match 1 as team 1 is this. Now let's reverse this. So if I select Australia here and India here, then you can see matches 1 as team 2 is 3. So maybe in the data set it is given like that. So this is how you can do it. And if you think there is any area of improvement here, if you think as per your logic any calculation has gone wrong, please let us know in the comment section. We will try to correct it as soon as possible. So this was a simple part 2 where we tried to perform different other type of analysis, and we tried to create one-on-one analysis here.